Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, S&P 500 E-mini futures daily chart, and it's been a fairly tame Globex session. It was a very tame regular trading session yesterday. I mean, essentially, once you got the open out of the way, you were dealing with basically 86 to 89 the majority of the day, and we had a little pop up to 94 into the close. But the meat of the day was a 3 to 4 handle range, and I think the total range, no matter how you sliced it, wasn't any more than 10 handles. So that's a big change from what traders have been used to, the last 2 to 3 weeks, where we have had big gaps, 20, 30, 40 handle range days, two-sided range days, the ideal trading conditions. And when things compress, when that goes away, when you get kind of a clunker of a regular session, because yeah, that's an impressive candle there on the chart, but the vast majority of that was made in the pre-market from the Sunday open in the low at 52, and we opened at 84.75. So, you know, 30 handles of that range was in the Globex. And if you weren't in it, then you probably spent the majority of the regular session trying to make something out of nothing because there really wasn't much going on. Essentially, that what I told my members, by the time we got to around noontime, that the zone was 86 to 88, and if you won the zone, you won the day. The Bulls won that zone. They got over 88, established 88 as support, and we traded as high as 94. That was the best move of the regular session. It was really the only move of the regular session. So when things are going that way, you have to recognize it. Recognize that this is not the big volatility, big swing move, 30 handle day environment, and do less. Don't try to the 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 tape and the market is not going to adjust to how you want to trade on a particular day. You have to adjust to what the market is giving you. And sometimes it's giving you a four handle range. And for some people, that means you need to just back away and not do anything at all and come back when things are a little bit more volatile, when you can get a little bit more of a move. And that's why you make hay when the sun shines, which is essentially what was happening all last week with some gigantic moves. You don't have to trade every tick of the market. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to be in every single move. The evolution of a trader is understanding when the market conditions are not suitable for you. And we've got a bunch of stuff that the Greek Parliament has got to pass by Wednesday in order to start negotiations on another bailout. And you've got a ton more moving parts. And we may see today be very similar to yesterday in that we're just kind of in a waiting game. Everybody's waiting to see what happens. It's with a little bit of a positive bent because the fact that they're talking about bailouts and talking about numbers, it seems to be more indicative of a deal. But there will be no bailout, there will be no negotiations if the Greek Parliament doesn't implement the measures that the creditors are demanding in order to open negotiations. So it's still very much a question mark. And we may see a little give back today, back towards the mid band, as people become a little more concerned as to whether or not that's going to happen. So we are still in a headline market. It has the potential to be very volatile. So control your size and control your risk, but also be aware of whether or not the market just doesn't feel like doing much during a particular session. We haven't seen that much lately, at least for regular sessions. The Globex has not been very exciting at all. It's been about a four handle range. And that was through the Europe Open. Europe had no interest in doing anything with the market. So if nobody else is super, super interested in trading the market in big swings, why do you as an individual trader want to do a ton? Okay? When nobody else is interested, there's no reason for you to be super interested. You need to be interested when everybody else is interested because the way you're going to be successful is to jump on the back of the winning team, whether that's long or short, and ride that horse to victory. All right, everybody have a good one. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Come check out the chat room. Don't trade this stuff by yourself. Come trade it, with a bunch of people that focused on risk and some really good setups, and it's a great place to learn how to trade. So we would love to meet you, and you can come and start a trial and see if we're right for you. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.